Hello everyone. Welcome. We are so excited yet again. We have another phenomenal interview here prepared for you guys today. Another testimonial with the amazing, incredible Trisha. She has experienced results that she'd love to share with us, and we are so happy to have you here with us, Trisha, to share your Scalar Light Energy testimonial. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Trisha, share with everyone a little bit about yourself, so you're not a stranger first before we dive right into your experience, where you're from, what you do, and maybe how you found out about Tom.
Sure. So I'm mom of 3, married, live in North Carolina. I work as a wellness advocate and a health coach, and have been on this journey of learning about natural remedies and trying them out for myself and my family for about 10 years, since my firstborn child was having some health issues that conventional medicine wasn't really addressing, and just learning and trying to help my family be as healthy as we could possibly be. And just always talking to different people and listening to webinars, reading books, went back to school. And I found Tom because I was having some personal health challenges that I was also seeing a lot that other people were experiencing as well, but trying to work on myself first. A health coach, a friend of mine who I very much respect, was telling me about Tom Palladino and Scalar Light, and she said it was really helping her personally and her clients, and she felt like it would help me as well. And so I started researching and talking to Tom and found Scalar Light.
That's fantastic. I love when we find things from trusted friends. We are really, really able to give it a good shot. And that's what I love about these testimonials, because I think it really helps people give it a shot and see if it can work for them. So thank you again. And share with me, please, Trisha, what is it that you were going through at the beginning before you were on Scalar Light Energy that you decided, yes, I need to try something. I need to try something now?
Sure. So for about 20 years, I was experiencing chronic fatigue, and I saw various doctors from the conventional side, from the functional and holistic side, and nobody really was sure what was going on. All my tests looked normal and good. And then I was having some unusual rashes around my hips and my stomach. Saw dermatologists. Nobody was sure what was going on. They would come and go, and I just thought, unfortunately, I'm going to have to live with this. Nobody can figure out what it was, and I wasn't figuring out what it was. And then discussing this with my health coach friend, Sandra, she said, you really should look at the root cause instead of kind of looking at, for example, for my skin issues, like thinking about things that were irritating my skin. She said, maybe think more about things going on at a root cause level in the body that are causing the reaction. And long story short, I worked with my functional medicine doctor, and she said, let's just check for Epstein-Barr virus just in case that's what it is. Sure enough, that's what popped up. And she said, unfortunately, we have no therapies or treatments for that. So you just support your immune system and let your body deal with it as best that you can. But there's really nothing else to be done for that. So Sandra said, check out this link, scalarlight.com. You can talk to the researcher who founded this if you'd like. And he can help you with this problem. And so after talking with Tom and doing my research, I felt very comfortable that this was a very legitimate therapy. I knew it was working for Sandra and her clients. I felt comfortable that Tom was a really, good person. This was very legitimate, and there was really going to be no downside to trying it for myself. So I signed up for the free trial, and I could tell immediately that it was helping me feel better. But of course, there's a lot of different things in an environment. You have, food and vitamins and essential oils and all the things. So I thought, how can I know for sure that I can attribute this to Scalar? It's only been a couple weeks I've been doing this. And so I've tested multiple times through a PCR test and through bioenergetic testing to keep checking and seeing if Scalar Light was giving me results. And I keep getting positive results back that the Epstein-Barr is gone. I continue to feel good. I've been about 15 months into this. And it's just been really a game changer.
Incredible. And you shared, Trisha, that you experienced pretty quick results, and then now, more results as you go along. So at the beginning, when you say quick results, about how long did you feel it took for those results to happen, those immediate results you experienced?
I could say, I could sort of feel something right away. So I know some people feel something, some people don't. I felt like a little bit of mild tiredness, like my body just needed to rest a little bit. And then the rash on my hip started healing up faster than it ever had before. And it has never come back. Wow. So I knew right away something was happening, but I thought, I like to always just be sure and really try things out for myself and give it some time. And it's just continues to be the only thing that has helped with the rashes and the fatigue. Because the fatigue, I could take some herbs to kind of give me a little energy, but it was never really solving the problem. So now it's, a good night's sleep means I can feel rested and I don't have chronic fatigue after sleeping, 8 to 10 hours like I had before. And it's just I continue to stay on that path.
Those are phenomenal results that you've experienced.
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
I'm so happy for you listening to this. I can't imagine what that must have felt like to receive that diagnosis, that this just is what it is. And then now to find something where for 15 months you haven't been dealing with it anymore. That's incredible. I'm very happy.
It's been amazing.
That's wonderful. So I know that a lot of people that I interview and ask them about their experiences, they share with me what got them to try out Scalar Light Energy. And then afterwards, I hear about a slew of other things that, and this happened, and that happened, and this happened.
Yeah.
Was that a similar experience for you?
That's totally true. So I found it because of my Epstein-Barr, but then I realized it was helping me with other things as well. For example, I had cytomegalovirus. I think I had multiple infections because my immune system was a little bit low. So I had cytomegalovirus. I also kept getting Coxsackie virus multiple times. And I had chronic parasites. So I would get some parasites, take some herbals to kill them off. They worked. Then I'd go back in to test to make sure they were gone, and I had some new ones. And so I knew somehow I just kept getting exposed to them again and again and again, and my body wasn't handling them well. So after I'd gone on Scalar for Epstein-Barr, I thought, well, let's keep an eye on the parasites as well, and tested those a few times. That continues to be completely clear, which I have not had in years. Wow. And I've tried all of the remedies, that functional medicine and holistic medicine offers, and even some conventional ones, and I've never been completely clear within the last few years other than starting Scalar.
Wow. We can't thank you enough for sharing all of this with everyone who's watching this today. I appreciate you so much. Do you have anything that you'd like to leave with someone who may be watching this thinking, I don't know, I don't know if I should try this out. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
What should I do? What would you say to someone like that?
I would say I totally understand what you're thinking and how you're feeling, and it seems kind of crazy or too good to be true, or how could this possibly work? But I feel like for me, when I thought about some other things that also seemed kind of crazy and too good to be true, that it made more sense. Like, you can take your cell phone, which is a hunk of glass and metal, and hold it up to your ear and dial anybody in the world instantly. I mean, that's crazy, but it just works. And I can get on my computer and hop on something floating through the air and connect with you like we're talking right now. I mean, that's just totally crazy, right? And if someone has talked about this, in the 60s or 70s or even 80s, it would have seemed crazy and impossible, but we just know that it works, even though we don't know necessarily how it works. Most of us don't understand the technology. And so I felt like Scalar's kind of the same. Like, we may not necessarily understand this technology yet. It's ahead of its time, but Tom Palladino is a genius, and he's just brilliant, and he understands it, and people who understand quantum physics understand it. But I do know that it works. It has worked so well for me, and there was no downside to trying it. There is no negative experience associated with it. There was no risk associated with it, and it was just the easiest thing I've ever tried too. And since he offers free trials on the website, it just felt like a no-brainer. So if anyone feels like it's a little too crazy, try it for yourself, because it could really change your health, which changes your life. And I just hope other people can try it so they can just feel better.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time for this, Tricia, today. And thank you all for watching. If you are ready to try your free 15-day trial, click in the description below. The link is there. And we will see you all soon, healthy and well and happy. Bye, everyone.